Okay. So, sa tingin niyo ho, yung mga konsepto na na-introduce po ng circular na ito ay applicable pa ho sa panahong ito?
Objection, Your Honor.
What is the objection?
Your Honor, please. This counsel is trying to elicit from this witness an opinion that indirectly runs counter to the express provision in the joint circular of 2015, Your Honor, that all of this, everything she has said, all the paragraphs that she has read, precisely, Your Honor, if I can,
Your
I
Honor,
will state this later, Your Honor, but precisely, Your Honor, the joint circular, if we are to read the rationale for the joint circular, was precisely in recognition of the fact that this circular and several other circulars of intelligence and confidential government agencies are inaccurate and inconsistent with each other. Thus, the rationale of Joint Circular 2015 was precisely to make it one whole joint circular of 5
Your Honor,
agencies on intelligence and confidential funds.
I
She is
understand the
now
point of
saying, Your
Attorney
Honor,
Kapunan. However, the question is quite simple for the witness. Although this may have indeed been impliedly repealed, again, impliedly repealed by the Joint Memorandum Circular, are the concepts stated herein still applicable today, and are you still using it? To abbreviate the proceedings, Ms. Eileen, yung kawalan ba ng resibo na sinasabing okay lang sa circular na to, okay pa rin ba hanggang ngayon sa Joint Memorandum Circular o hindi na?
Under po kasi sa Joint Memorandum Circular, under 6.2.3.7, we can request po other documents necessary for the proper evaluation po nung under 6.2.7 po.
I
Other
agree.
documents necessary in the audit po.
You can request for other documents, but the Joint Circular does not say that you should demand and ask for receipts.
Opo.
Wala dun yun.
Your Honor,
Yes,
can,
Attorney
just a
Christine?
quick manifestation, Your Honor.
You may proceed, Attorney Christine.
Your Honor, can the counsel for the, can the counsel for the prosecutors be reminded not to make an argument, not to argue for the witness, Your Honor, because she's citing circular, she's citing laws, which is not allowed during cross-examination, and that is indirectly teaching her witness how to answer my question. So, please, Your Honor, can the court direct the counsel not to make these arguments in court because these are not allowed under the rules of court, Your Honor. This is not a place where we are, this is not the time where we are supposed to expound or to state our oral arguments in this case. So, please,
Your Honor,
Your
please.
Honor.
If I may.
This is part of the seeming generational divide tension that the court is trying to avoid. So let's leave it at that, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. I was just going to say that I will accept.
Let's leave it
I
at that.
accept what she said, Your Honor.
Thank you,
I
thank
will
you.
refrain from lecturing her, Your Honor.
No,
Counsel, please.
that's all out of order, Your
Counsel,
Honor.
please. Kindly proceed, Attorney Christine.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Okay. Sige. I will go back to the podium. So, in relation to the question that you were asked by the chair, no? Earlier you said that hindi naman required ng circular yung mga invoices and receipts, tama ho?
Ang requirement po is other documents deemed necessary sa audit.
Yes, but answer my question. Hindi required yung invoices and receipts. Sinabi mo yun kanina.
Opo, hindi
Okay,
po siya
thank you.
naka-enumerate doon.
In fact, yung item 4.12 ng JC, kung may copy ka ho dyan, pakitingin. Item 4.12, please. Okay. It says that disbursements from CF shall be supported with documentary evidence of payment, among others, which shall be submitted to the ICFAO in a sealed envelope signed by SDO. No? So, sinasabi dito, documentary evidence of payment. Tama ho?
Opo, tama po.
Without specifying the kind of document that the agency should submit. Tama?
Opo, wala siyang in-specify. Ang nakalagay lang po, documents evidencing payment.
Okay. So, kung yung intention ho ng circular ay i-require ho yung invoices and receipts, no? Bakit sa tingin nyo hindi ho nakalagay ho sa circular yon?
Your Honor, please, we object to the question.
What's the base of the objection, counsel?
Argumentative, speculative.
Sustained.
Okay, sige po.
For being argumentative.
Yes, Your Honor. I will move on, no? Okay. Silene pala, sorry. Kasi Celine yun. Silene. Okay, Silene, no? The circular involves surveillance activities, tama?
Confidential and
Oo,
intelligence
oo.
activities po.
Yes, surveillance activities. Familiar ho ba kayo sa mga surveillance activities?
Excuse me, Your Honor, asked and answered earlier.
Hindi ho, tinatanong ko, Your Honor, kung familiar ho sila kung anong klaseng mga surveillance kung ano ho ang mga surveillance
Witness
activities.
may answer. She evaluated those earlier and identified some of the things read by counsel as surveillance. So, she is competent to answer. Silene, please answer the question.
Pwede po ulit pakiulit yung tanong po.
Familiar po ba kayo sa mga surveillance operations? Mga klase, uri, I believe, ng surveillance operations.
May konti po akong alam sa surveillance activities po.
Okay.
Okay. Sige, I'll just move on to another point, Your Honor. So, okay. Natapos na tayo dun sa invoices and receipts, no? Kayo ho ay certified public accountant to, Miss Celine? Silene?
Opo.
Okay. So, familiar ho kayo sa tax code?
Ah,
National Internal Revenue Code.
Hindi po ako nag-practice ng sa bandang tax.
Pero
So,
pinag-aralan ho natin yan sa college, sa accountancy ho. Diba?
kasama
Honor,
po.
Your Honor, we object to this line of questioning already. First, she asks this witness earlier if this witness is familiar with criminal laws. Objection from prosecution sustained by the presiding officer. Now she's asking this witness, are you familiar with...
Tax code, because
The
she's a
tax code,
CPA,
Your
Your
Honor.
Honor.
We will make the same objection, Your Honor, beyond the scope of
Well,
direct...
We'll note the objection. We'll see where she takes this, counsel. We'll give her some leeway. She's on cross.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. So, yung tax code doon, nasa curriculum mo natin yan nung college po, di ba po? Nung nagtitake up tayo ng accountancy.
Yes po, taxation and law.
Okay, salamat po. Now, familiar ho kayo sa Section 34 ho ng tax code? Sige.
Hindi ko na po
Hindi nyo na
gaanong
maalala,
maalala.
no? Ipa-flash ho natin yun sa screen, please. Section 34.
Can counsel just proceed to the question, Your Honor?
That's it. That's it, Your Honor. That's Section 34. Ipa-flash ho natin, no? Section 34B says, substantiation requirements. No deduction from gross income shall be allowed under subsection A hereof unless the taxpayer shall substantiate with sufficient evidence such as official receipts or other adequate records, the amount of the expense being deducted, and the direct connection or relation of the expense being deducted to the development, management, operation, and or conduct of trade, business, or profession of the taxpayer. Kikita
Your Honor,
niyo yan?
please.
Counsel?
We will object already to this line of questioning. It is totally immaterial, irrelevant, and beyond the scope of cross-examination.
There was no question yet, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Let's wait for the question, counsel. I think I know where counsel is leading to.
Thank you, Your
Attorney
Honor.
Christine, go to
Okay,
your question.
so Section 34B refers to the deductibility of expenses under the tax code. If you can recall that.
Opo.
Yes, okay.
Now we make our objection, Your Honor. Is that your question?
Wala pa.
I think she's
No,
laying
you
the
said-
basis for her
Wala pa ho.
question,
I'm
counsel.
laying the basis ho. Okay. So,
What is the question?
wait lang ho. In fact, Section 34B, yung binasa natin.
Patience is a virtue, counsel.
Yeah.
Let's give her
In
some.
fact, Section 34B.
Let her lay the predicate.
B of the NIRC considers other adequate records to support the deductibility of expenses, di ba ho? Tingnan nyo, kung titingnan nyo lang, o base lang ho sa tax code.
Based
Is
po.
that Is that already the question?
No,
Your
asked
Honor?
and answered, counsel. Move to your point.
What is...
Yes. Ano ho yung sagot?
Paulit po yung tanong. Pwede
Okay,
pong
based ho
pakiulit.
dyan sa sinite ho natin na provision ng tax code, okay, section 34B considers adequate records as sufficient support for the deductibility of expenses or business expenses under the tax code.
What
Base
is-
po dyan.
Based po dyan, okay.
Document is the best evidence, Your Honor.
Yes, counsel. Let her proceed, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. It does not require an invoice. Nakalagay ho dyan, invoice. Dapat mag-submit ho tayo ng invoice.
Again, may I object now? Is that a question already, or
Yes,
should
that's
I
a
wait for
question,
your
Your Honor.
question?
That's a
Okay.
question.
That's
That's a
your
question, Your
question.
Honor. Nakalagay ho ba dyan na requirement na dapat may invoice para magiging deductible yung expense?
Nakalagay po such as
Your
official.
Honor, please.
Hindi,
Attorney Lorna, yes. What is your objection?
This is immaterial, irrelevant, beyond the scope. This is the National Internal Revenue Code for taxpayers. What is relevant here is the payment of taxes, what is allowed as deductions, what are documents allowed to substantiate findings here. It refers to gross income, Your Honor. What has gross income have to do with confidential funds
Let-
of the Office of the Vice President and the DepEd, Your Honor?
Since it's 11:55, let the presiding officer go to the point. I think Attorney Christine is going towards. Attorney Celine, nasa tax code, para sa kung namang dahilan o purpose, ay pwede ka mag-present ng adequate records maliban sa resibo. Alam niyo yan bilang accountant.
Opo.
Sa trabaho niyo po ba ngayon sa COA, sa paghahanap, ayon sa pag-cite niyo ng provision kanina, ng iba pang dokumento bilang suporta sa paggastos ng confidential fund, tiningnan niyo ba maliban sa official receipt, adequate records na ginagamit din naman sa NIRC kung aplikable yan sa COA?
Pwede pong pakiulit yung tanong.
Applicable din ba ang adequate records maliban sa resibo sa COA at hindi lamang dito sa NIRC bilang accountant? Kaya nga siguro required na accountant kayong lahat o abogado, hindi ba?
Opo.
So pwedeng adequate records.
Opo, na ma-ascertain namin kung talagang nagamit to for confidential expenses.
Pwede kayo magbigay ng isang ehemplo ng adequate record maliban sa resibo, maliban sa OR. Anong isang ehemplo ng adequate record base sa karanasan nyo sa ibang national government agencies na nag-liquidate ng confidential at intelligence funds?
May mga sinasubmit po sila na gaya po ng acknowledgement receipt at saka po yung mga reimbursement expense receipts po.
So yan yung papasok sa adequate records na katanggap-tanggap para sa inyo maliban sa official receipt.
Kasama na rin po yung official receipt.
Pwede
Yun po.
bang gamitin ang other record, adequate records sa pagbili ng bagay-bagay?
Opo, pwede po.
So, tables, chairs, pwedeng adequate records at hindi kailangan official receipt sa lahat ng panon. Depende sa kalagayan at sitwasyon.
Pero po kasi, ito po ay nagpe-pertain sa purchases. So, mas sufficient po sa amin kung maipapakita yung sales invoice at official receipts po.
Pero posible bang may adequate records yon o wala? Posible bang may iba pang records sa karanasan nyo sa ibang agencies na gumagamit ng intelligence at confidential funds?
Resibo lang po talaga para mapatunayan namin na talagang binili yun for tables and chairs.
Pag-purchase,
Opo.
hindi pag-reward, hindi pag-information.
Opo, pwede po yung acknowledgement receipts doon.
At yun ang papasok sa adequate records.
Opo, tama po.
Okay. Attorney Christine,
yes, Your Honor. I'll move on.
you want to move on to the next point?
Yes, yes
Okay.
po. Yes po. Okay. So, napag-usapan nun natin yung ORs and sales invoices po. Di ba po?
Opo.
As a CPA, syempre as COA auditor, familiar ho kayo kung ano yung mga contents nun. Dun sa ORs and invoices, familiar ho kayo ano yung mga details na nandun, di ba po?
Opo.
Okay. So, nakalagay doon sa ORs and invoices, halos pare-pareho lang ho yan, yung date of transaction, di ba ho?
Opo.
Okay. Yung sellers details, no? Nakalagay doon yung registered name, registered business address, and the tax identification of the seller. Nakalagay ho doon, di ba po?
Opo, tama po.
Okay.
Not all questions can be answered by yes
I am
or
on
no.
cross, Your Honor, please.
Counsels.
Never mind if you're on cross. There are limits to cross-examination.
Council's-
Misleading questions are not allowed
They
on
are
cross.
allowed.
Council's,
I don't think I need to lecture
please,
you that.
Council.
Sige, nandun na tayo sa may sagawa yung mandate nila. So, tanong ko sa'yo, did the circular limit that to crime prevention? Kasi nga sabi mo, kailangan to apprehension. Kasi nga sabi mo, dapat may mahuli. Sinabi ho ba yan sa JC na dapat may mahuli?
Ang nakalagay po kasi sa JC under 4.8.5 is
Hindi,
proof of
sorry,
success.
Your Honor, please.
Let the witness answer, Your
Your
Honor.
Honor, please,
Mr.
can the-
Presiding Officer,
Can-
can the counsel be instructed not to stop the witness at mid-sentence, Your Honor?
Your Honor, please, can the witness be directed? You just answer with yes or no. The counsel has her time to ask clarificatory questions
Your
later
Honor,
during
not all
redirect, Your
questions.
Honor.
Not all questions can be answered by yes
I am
or
on
no.
cross, Your Honor, please.
Council's,
Never mind if you're on cross. There are limits to cross-examination.
Counsels-
Misleading questions are not allowed
They
on
are
cross.
allowed.
Councils,
I don't think I need to lecture you
please,
that.
councils, let's not allow the generational or seeming generational divide increase the tension in the courtroom. Let's keep it a notch lower.
Your Honor, please, I am preventing myself from giving her a spanking, Your Honor. That is what I would
Your
have
Honor,
done
please.
Again,
in
again,
the
counsels.
generational divide, Your Honor.
Again,
Your Honor,
councils, you are all members of the bar and
Yes,
you're
Your Honor.
all counsels
I submit,
for the parties.
I submit.
And we will be treating and looking at each one equally. At Miss
I will-
Eileen.
Yes, Your Honor,
it's also-
I promise to henceforth behave.
Your
Thank
Honor,
you.
can I please respond quickly lang, no? I have high respect for Attorney Kapunan. In fact, she's one of
You
my
can end there,
idols.
counsel.
Let's end here.
You can end there.
This
with
might
the
sound like
respect.
it might sound like a eulogy, Your Honor. I'm still very much alive.
Your Honor, kahapon niya, hindi ko nga siya kinukulit, di ba? Kahit may mga questions na doon na leading, hindi naman allowed yun sa direct examination eh. I respected her.
You can end there, counsel, if
Yeah,
you respect her.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Miss Eileen, ayon sa tanong ng counsel, simple lang po naman, nakalagay ba sa Joint Memorandum Circular 2015-01 na kailangan may mahuli para maging successful ang isang pagbigay ng reward or information?
Wala pong nakalagay. Ang nakalagay lang po, proof of success of information gathering and or surveillance
So,
activities.
interpretasyon niyo po yun na dapat may mahuli para maging successful.
Ay base po yon sa aking professional judgment and based on the evaluation po ng documents na ito is based po sa joint circular.
Pero hindi po yun nakalagay sa joint circular na maliwanag.
Hindi po. Nakalagay lang po proof of
Interpretasyon
success.
nyo na po yun.
Doon po sa pag-evaluate ko, yun po yung naging basis
Okay.
ko.
Okay.
Please proceed, Attorney Christine.
Salamat po. Okay, so sa tingin nyo, no, dahil gusto nyo dapat may huli, hindi part ng confidential activity yung crime prevention? Ganun ho ba? Hindi ho siya part nun?
Pwede pong pakiulit?
At hindi ho part yung crime prevention na walang nangyaring masama. Doon sa event na yun, hindi ho yun part ng confidential work or surveillance?
Hindi pa po siya sufficient as proof of success.
Hindi siya sufficient. So, dapat talaga may mangyari na krimen at may mahuli para po may proof of success tayo.
Kasi nga po, meron po yung for payment of information and payment of reward. So, yung payment of information, yun kasi yung nakakatulong din sa...
Simple lang naman yung tanong ko, Celine, no? What if walang nangyari na masama dahil nga sa ginawang confidential work? At nag-certify ngayon sila, Chika, na walang nangyari na masama. There was no untoward incident. Ano yan?
Your
Is
Honor, we
that
object.
a proof of success or not?
What is the objection of counsel?
The question is speculative, Your Honor. This is not based on what ifs. This is based on facts and documents submitted, not on the what ifs of counsel for respondent.
It's
Your
not a
Honor.
what-if counsel because it was stated in the report that there was no untoward incident. Actually, that would have been one of the questions of the presiding officer as well later on. Attorney Silene, ibahin natin ang payment for reward at payment for information. Ang payment for reward, yun ang hinahanapan mo ng success.
Opo, tama po.
Yung payment of information, hindi mo hinahanapan ng succession.
Hindi po.
Tama po ba?
Opo, tama po.
So yung reward, kaya yung reward ang dinisallow at yung information, hindi mo dinisallow yung bayad na yun, di ba?
Hindi po na-disallow yung purchase of information.
So ang dinisallow mo lang ay yung payment of reward, for rewards rather.
Opo, tama
At yun
po.
ang hinahanapan mo ng magkaiba yun.
Opo, magkaiba po yun.
Okay. You may proceed, counsel.
Okay. So, dun sa payment of success, no, bilang requirement nyo na may dapat nahuli, no? So, ibig sabihin ho ba nun, dapat may mangyaring masama para may mahuli?
Kasi po, gaya nga po nung kaninang
Hindi,
dinidifferentiate ko.
sagutin nyo lang ho yung tanong ko. Simple lang naman yun, di ba? Kailangan may mahuli. So, ano ho ba yun? Dapat may mangyari hong masama para may mahuli?
Yun mo, di ba po ang nakalagay doon sa probable threats is may NPA. Ang hinahanap ko po kasing proof of success doon, yun nga po, kung may nahuli ba. Kasi yung pagkakaroon ng untoward incidents, pwede po yun kasing mag-fall sa purchase of information. Dahil sa purchase of information, nagkaroon ng, there were no untoward incidents. Yun po kasi yung parang pagkakaiba nila sa payment of rewards.
Okay, so yun yung interpretasyon mo. No? So, bawal magbayad ng reward dahil nagkaroon ng tip na may information na may mga taong may gagawin na masama.
Your
Tapos, Your Honor, I'm on cross-examination. Tapos,
to finish.
napigilan natin kasi nga hindi tayo pumunta sa lugar na yon, hindi tayo nag-conduct ng event sa petsa na yon based on confidential information. So, walang untoward incident. So,
Your-
bawal ho bayaran ng reward yung tao na,
Excuse
na
me.
nagbigay ng information
Are you
na yun.
done with the question? Don't answer.
I think right now she is.
I make an objection, Your Honor.
Yes, what's your objection, counsel?
Your Honor, the counsel is now asking a misleading question. She is mixing payment of rewards and payment for information, Your Honor. The list required by this witness is for payment of rewards. Precisely, payment of information is not disallowed. Now, counsel is saying payment of information is may we ask her to reform? Is she
Yeah, I
referring
can-
to
I can-
payment of rewards
Reward,
or
Your Honor.
payment for information? Because the information here is not disallowed.
Again,
Is not
counsels.
disallowed in the AOMs, Your Honor.
Again, counsels, kindly address
Your
the
Honor,
court or the presiding officer and not talk to each other directly. Miss Eileen, to abbreviate and save on the court's time, Miss Eileen, kapag kami nagbigay ng impormasyon, naghahanap ng threat, baka may threat sa Vice President, may nagbigay ng impormasyon, walang threat. Ligtas ang Vice President pag nagpunta siya dyan. Hindi magka-classify yon na pwedeng bigyan ng reward at success. Hindi naman kailangan, di ba? Sanay tayo sa reward na nakatakip yung muka, di ba? Tinuro kung saan nagtatago yung akusado, tinuro kung saan nagtatago kung sino man. Di yun, reward. Pero wala bang reward kapag sinabing, okay, magpunta dyan, walang problema, wala kayong kailangan alalahanin. Is that information or can that also be reward?
Magpo-fall po siya sa information.
So, kailan lang magiging reward yun kapag may naturo?
Opo, kasi yun yung proof of success.
Tuloy niyo po.
Yun yung proof of success ng information na ibigay kasi may na-apprehend po or yun po, ganun po.
Yun, ulitin ko po yan ang interpretasyon nyo, pero wala po yan sa Joint Memorandum Circular.
Opo, based po sa, yun po lang yung hinihingi under item 4.8.5.b.
Ngayon, saan nyo ba binase ang interpretasyon nyo yan? Yan ba yung ginawa ng lahat ng mga nauna sa inyo sa pwestong yan? Kinopya nyo lang? Or sarili nyo po yan at ngayon lang ginawa yan?
Doon po sa mga ibang na-audit ko, ang ina-attach po talaga nila is yung payment of rewards na may mga nahuli po.
So lahat ng inaudit nyo nung nakaraan, for consistency's sake, merong nahuli o na-apprehend.
May ganun pong mga naka-attach na mga dokumento.
At tulad dun sa iba, kapag walang nahuli o na-apprehend sa reward, ine-AOM o dinidisala o sinususpend nyo?
Hinahanapan po namin ng proof of success. Opo.
Na may nahuli nga.
Opo.
To prove consistency on your part. But do you have any knowledge na yung mga predecessor mo, yan din yung standard na ginamit?
Pare-pareho po kami na based sa joint circular po ang aming basis ng audit.
Pero wala nga dun eh. So interpretation mo, yan at yan yung interpretation
Sa akin po, yun po yung naging
sa'yo lang.
interpretation. Opo.
Okay. You may proceed, Attorney
Salamat
Christine.
po, Your Honor. I will go back to the podium. After nung na-evaluate niyo po yung mga responses po, no, ng OVP, and including the DepEd, of course, no, nag-issue po kayo, okay, sa OVP muna tayo, nag-issue po kayo ng notice of suspension. We're referring to the Office of the Vice President.
Opo, yung sa fourth quarter. Ang nag-issue pa po nun is si Mr.
Hindi, ang tanong ko for the year 2023, first to third quarter, may notice of suspension mo ba na na-issue?
Wala po.
Okay. Okay, punta tayo dun sa fourth quarter ng 2022. Sige, dun muna tayo. Balik tayo sa... Kasi hindi naman kayo yung nag-issue ng AOM dun sa fourth quarter po, di ba po? Nag 2022?
Hindi po.
Oo, sige. So, dun na tayo sa notice of suspension kasi naabutan nyo na ho yun, di ba po?
Opo, tama po.
Okay. So, dun sa fourth quarter ng 2022, no? Nag-issue kayo ng notice of suspension dated December 13, 2023. Tama po ba?
Opo, tama po.
Okay. Pero sa 2023 wala kayong na-issue na notice of suspension.
Opo, tama po.
Okay. I'm going to direct you to the JC, section 3.2. Ralph, kindly give her a copy of the JC. 3.2, notice of suspension. Nakita nyo na ho? 3.2, nakita nyo ho?
3.20
Okay.
po.
So, sinasabi ho dyan, refers to a written notification to the head of agency and or accountant informing of the temporary disallowance in audit of CE. CE po ay confidential expenses.
Opo, tama po.
And or IE, which appear illegal, improper, irregular, unless satisfactorily explained or justified by the responsible officers or until requirements on matters raised in the course of audit are complied with. Tama po?
Opo, tama po.
Pero in the case of the first and to third quarters, wala ho kayong in-issue na notice of suspension. Tama ho?
Wala pong notice of suspension.
Therefore, the Vice President, Office of the Vice President, was not able to comment on any supposed finding of the COA. Walang opportunity ho na magbigay ng comment yung Office of the Vice President bago pa ho ma-issue yung notice of disallowance.
Dumiretso po ito sa notice of disallowance.
Mamaya ho, tatanungin ho kita. Doon muna tayo sa notice of suspension. So walang naibigay na oportunidad para mag-comment ang Office of the Vice President to any notice of suspension na hindi naman na-serve.
Wala pong notice of suspension na na-issue.
Thank you. Salamat po. Now, sinabi mo rin kahapon na you dispense with the notice of suspension because there was a supposed violation of 6.1.1 of the JC.
Yes
Tama
po,
ho?
tama po.
Okay. Nasa JC ho ba, no, joint circular, na pag may violation ng 6.1.1, didiretso ho kayo sa notice of disallowance?
Under po kasi sa 3.19, nakalagay po doon na yung disallowance is written notification to the head of agency and or accountant informing and requiring the persons liable to restitute the amount kasi nga po nakalagay dito as a result of illegal, irregular, and improper disbursement or expenditure of such funds.
So, naiintindihan po kita, Celine, no? Ang tanong ko ho, nasa joint circular ba ho, na pag may violation ng 6.1.1, ay didiretso ho kayo sa notice of disallowance. Nasa JC ho yan?
Kasi nga po, yung...
Sagutin nyo lang ho yung tanong ko, nandun ho ba o wala?
pwede pong pakiulit yung tanong.
Sige. Nasa joint circular ho ba na pag may violation ng 6.1.1, dediretso na kayo sa notice of disallowance. Hindi nyo na kailangan mag-issue ng notice of suspension.
Opo, kasi irregular na po yung...
Hindi po. Ito po, yung tinatanong ko po ay mismong yung provision na yung sinasabi ho ba niya, you can directly issue notice of disallowance without...
Your Honor, this is asked and answered.
Asked and answered. That is your answer, counsel? It's not in the memorandum circular, Silene, right?
Meron po, ang notice of disallowance po kasi, ini-issue siya pag irregular na po yung paggamit nung pondo po. So,
Tama po kayo, pero walang nakalagay na pwede kang dumiretso doon kapag kung ano man.
opo, basta nakalagay lang po na ini-issue ang ND pag irregular.
Pag kung sa pananaw mo, irregular na.
Opo.
You may proceed, counsel.
Okay. Salamat po, Your Honor. Now, punta tayo dun sa first and second notices of disallowance. No? I will refer to the first ND. I refer to the first ND. When I say first ND, that refers to the fourth quarter of 2022. No? So, yung second ND naman, that refers to the first to third quarter of 2023. Okay? Para hindi tayo malito. And for the guidance of the Honorable Court. Now, ang sinabi ho yung basis po sa audit ng ICFA, sa audit nyo po, ng confidential funds ng Vice President at ng DepEd ay yung, syempre, yung joint circular ho, di ba po?
Opo.
Okay. So, pag may audit ho ng confidential funds, okay, do you agree with me na dalawa lang naman yung outcomes nun, di ba? Allowance or disallowance of a confidential expense, whether full or partial allowance or disallowance.
Yung disallowance po, pwedeng whole or in part.
Okay, so tama yon, no? Pwedeng dalawa yung magiging resulta niya, allowance or disallowance in full or in part. Okay. Now, and if a confidential expense is disallowed, no, it is because, in your own opinion, the agency did not fully comply with the documentary requirements of the joint circular.
Opo, may hindi siya compliant with the joint circular.
Okay, sige, salamat to. And as someone who is familiar with the COA rules, ito po ay masasagot nyo bilang auditor at bilang familiar po kayo sa COA rules. Sa tingin nyo ba ang joint circular is a penal law?
Your Honor, please, direct to the question.
If she knows, overruled. If she knows, if she doesn't, she may
Penal
say
law,
so.
alam niyo ba yung penal law?
Hindi po,
Sige.
hindi po.
I-define natin yung penal law ay yung batas na it is a law that defines a crime or a felony. Ganun po yung penal law. So sa tingin nyo ho, ito po bang joint circular, ito po ba ay isang batas na nag-define ng krimen?
Misleading,
At
Your
may,
Honor.
Your Honor, I'm on cross-examination, please.
Witness is not competent.
Even if you're on cross, misleading is not allowed.
Not for that ground, counsel. Witness would not be competent to answer that. She's not a lawyer nor a member of the bar, an accountant, and is part of ICFAO. Proceed to your next point, counsel.
Thank you,
please.
Your Honor.
Okay, thank you po, Your Honor. Sige, I will ask her na lang based on her personal knowledge. Now, based ho sa circular, meron ho bang provision doon na kulong? Pagkakakulong, meron ho ba?
Wala pong nakalagay sa circular.
Okay, may provision ho ba doon na fines, multa?
Document, Your Honor, document will speak
No.
for itself.
Let the
Objection.
witness answer. Overruled.
Pwede, Your Honor, pwede pong mag-refer dito sa...
Sige, sure. Oo, okay lang po.
Meron po dito sa item 8, yung administrative provisions, penal sanctions. Yun lang po yung masasabi ko na.
Okay, sige. Okay. Okay, I'll take that, sir. Pero, sige, okay. Alam niyo, kayo po ay part ng COA, di ba po?
Opo, tama po.
Pamilyar ho kayo sa administrative law kasi nasa gobyerno naman ho kayo.
Anong specific? Hindi
Sige,
po ga.
okay, I will just dispense with that question, no? So, in short, yung joint circular sa pagkakaintindi nyo ay procedural rules, na procedure siya, kung paano ninyo ikakandak inyong audit of the confidential funds.
Yung joint circular po ang guidelines na ginagamit namin sa pag-audit po ng confidential and intelligence funds.
Yes, okay. I'll take that answer. Now, let's go to the first ND. Can it be flashed on the screen, please? Now, ND dated August 8, 2024, covering the fourth quarter of 2022. Okay. We will be giving the witness a copy of the ND. Okay, meron na pala, no? So, in that ND, the amount of 73,287,000 was disallowed in audit out of 125 billion confidential expenses of the OVP for the fourth quarter of 2022. Tama po?
Opo, tama po.
Okay. At saka sa disallowance po nun, no, kung nakikita nyo sa screen at sa copy nyo, ho, no, na ND, may 3 grounds po yon. Agree po kayo?
Opo,
Okay.
nandito po.
So, yung first ground ho natin ay non-submission of documents evidencing success of information gathering and or surveillance activities with disallowed amount of 69,787,000. Nakikita nyo ba yon?
Opo.
Okay. Yung pangalawa ho, charging payment for tables, chairs, and desktop computers and printers in the total amount of 3,500,000 to confidential fund without specifying that they were intended for confidential operations activities undertaken by the OVP. Tama po?
Opo, tama po.
Okay, salamat. And letters number 3, non-submission of the revised accomplishment report to the Office of the President, Senate President, and Speaker of the House of Representatives. Tama ho?
Opo, tama po.
Okay. So, sinabi niyo kanina na itong fourth quarter na ito ng 2022, meron ho itong kalakip na notice of suspension. Tama po?
Opo.
Okay. So, can we flash the notice of suspension dated December 13, 2023? Okay. And this notice of suspension, nilabas ho siya, in-issue ho siya before ng issuance ng notice of disallowance. Tama po?
Opo, tama po.
Okay. So, can we go to item number 2? Miss Celine, can counsel give her a copy? Sige, you can peruse po, no, item number 2 of the notice of suspension. Okay, so item number 2, the DEPs likewise revealed that the OVP incurred the following expenses supported with acknowledgement receipts. Nakikita niyo po yan?
Opo.
Okay. So, nakalagay ho dyan, payment of reward, open close parenthesis, various goods, 34,857,000. Tama po?
Opo.
Okay. Payment of reward, open close parenthesis, medicines, 24,930,000. Tama po?
Opo.
Payment of purchase supplies, 11,813,000. Tama po?
Opo, tama po.
Payment of tables and chairs, 500,000.
Opo, tama.
Okay. Payment of desktop computers, 3 million.
Opo,
Sakto?
tama.